It's time we go road racing in the Target Series. We're here at Road America for the SpeedCo 200, one of the short races of the season, but it'll still be pretty long with how long the laps are. On the poles, the 99 Max Anderson, 2 is outside the 00 of William Seaman, track position big at road courses. It'll show here today as well. Stephen Baker rolls off 3rd, Marshall Burrow in 4th, and Luke Rainey rounds at the top 5. They have Jay Jefferson in 6th, Michael Canto in 7th, Matt Hamill in 8th, William Bull in 9th, and Andrew Miller rounds at the top 10. They have Carson Bowers and Lawrence Poundpond with Diego Yepez and Jonathan Wong. Then there's Riley Spirituk and Greg Lee, Code Luigi and Justin Knight. They have Johnny Gardner and Sebastian Kukulon, Isaac Nichols and Adam McDowell. Then there's Eli Bright and Steve Larker, Joey Trickle and Anthony Lehman. They have Trey Rainey and Alex Stewart, Jeff Bright and Clayton Thomas. Then there's Jonathan Beeford and Landon Lyons, Jennifer Beeford and Bill Seaman. They have Alexander Rowe and Jake Galloway, Charles Roberts and TJ Hanley. Then Danny Lloyd, your points leader, and Michael Sayers in 11. And in the 5 row, you have Gustavo Rocha with Colton Yo to his outside. There's your starting lineup. Max Harris on the pole. Let's get going. Let's get our starting command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Take a nice deep breath, buddy. Settle in, relax. Give your seatbelt slow tug and tug on your steering wheel one more time for me. Good luck, bud. We'll see you at the end of this deal.
Let's see how this goes. 42 cars are off the starting grid here for the SpeedCo 200 at Road America. We're back road racing in the Target Series with Watkins Glen Gone, some other road races that we've had in the Target Series in the past. We're back at Road America for the first time since season number 3 in the Target Series, the second time ever in the Target Series. Drivers got 3 practice sessions due to the maybe unfamiliarity of the track to some of these drivers. We'll see how it pays off for them here. 8 laps. Short race, but 2 minutes each lap. Will your pollster Max Anderson dominate and lead every lap? Can someone come for maybe a 5th starting position and win it? Here they come up the hill. Pace cars in. Racing at Road America. Here in the Target Series. Into the restart zone for Max Anderson and William Seaman. On the front row. Gets the jump. We're racing here at Road America. Max Harrison grabs the race lead here as they come down this long straightaway, and then they'll have a hard left-hander here at the end of the straightaway. They reach speeds of almost 170 miles an hour. And look at the moves being made back of the pack. Here comes Jay Jefferson. Matt Hamill, big move on Stephen Baker. The 23 may be a little bit softer into the corner there, and Hamill wants to take advantage, but I don't think he's going to be able to, although he stayed to the inside here. He's going to have a better lane here into this corner on the outside lane. We'll see, can Matt Hamill get by Stephen Baker? Using up every inch of the racetrack. This is the battle for 4th. Baker in the 23. Hamill in the 8. Still side by side. Hard left-hander right here. Hamill still side by side. Baker back to the inside. 8 up the track. Way up the track. And the 23 gets by. Now Jay Jefferson trying to move himself inside the top 5 in the 28 car. Using that curb right there. He turned pretty well, but Hamill with a great run off the corner. I think he's going to be able to keep that position right there. But Hamill started 8th. He's inside the top 5. Just shows that you can move around here in the start at Road America, and even later in the race you can move around if you get close to one another. Here's a battle right here. Max Anderson leading. Seaman trying to get up to get to that 99. Marshall Burrows just watching in the 3rd position. Then Baker on back to Luke Rainier in a big pack. They have Canto, Pound, Bullen. And here comes some others racing through here onto these final few corners. You see Wong to the outside Bowers. And get a run right there. Up here, Jay Jefferson. And Andrew Miller. Jefferson really messed up the corner. Allowed Miller to get by. Miller currently 2nd in the points. He moves to the 6th position here. Jay Jefferson back to 7th. And Luke Rainey is 8th currently. Miller's going to try and pull away now and run down these front few. So you don't want pressure on you. There's, I think, is that Bullen making a move on Pound? It is. It's for 9th. Bullen's going to take it right here. It's back here. Rainey and Jefferson. And Michael Canto in the battle. That's for 7th, 8th, and 9th on the racetrack. Canto's the end, or to the outside of Luke Rainey right here. Look and see if he can get a run down the straightaway. Try and get to him. Off into the corner. Kanto with the inside lane. Rainey might have to let him go, but he's going to try and hang tough on the outside. See if he can get a run through this next corner. Rainey still on the outside. Kanto with the preferred lane right there, but Rainey fighting back. Trying to get by here as he has the inside lane, but it's not really preferred in this corner. Kanto has the preferred lane. They're still side by side. I think Kanto might have him right here. Can he get in front of Luke? Bullen's joined this battle in the 74. But Luke, Rainey trying to edge ahead. Kanto and Bullen close together. The 74 looking to the inside of that 14. Close racing there. Bullen going to try and get a position. It's 4-9. Palampan now joins the mix. As that stabilizes, back up front, Anderson and Seaman are 1-2 still. But the 00s run down that 99 just a little bit. Trying to get to him. I believe every car's still on the racetrack, so we've not had any issues in terms of crashes. Right here is the corner you really have to be perfect at. If you can get down low right here, get a little bit through that corner a little bit better, you can have a run all the way up the straightaway. Because right there, Seaman does have a little bit of a run. But if you're closer and you got a big run, you can definitely make the move entering turn 1 and try and make it stick through 1 and 2 and then into turn number 3. That's really how you make most of your passes here at Road America. It happens off that final corner. It really takes about half a lap for you to be able to pass. It's just so equal to the lanes here. Seaman did close in that lap. He's closing in on the 99 Max Harrison. Oh, overdrove that corner though up the racetrack. That's one of the biggest mistakes that drivers are making in practice. One of the biggest fears that they've had. They fear that they're going to be overdriving these corners so much, trying to get everything they could out of the race cars that could cost them positions and time on the racetrack. So right there, Seaman was closing on the 99. Now he's bound for second with Burrow in the 4. And Burrow might have to complete this pass to be able to have a shot there. So the 99 might pull away if they stay side by side like they are. 00, high lane. 4, shorter way around. Now the 00's going to have the lower lane right here, the 4. Preferred lane this time. But the 00 stays clear. Burrow cannot get there. And Baker closes in now from the 4th position. Hamill 5th. Miller 6th. Jefferson 7th. Kanto on back. Some others have lost positions. Luke Rainey is outside the top 10 now. And some others try to get up here. You can see some battles back here with like Knight, Wong, Spurlytube, Luigi all in big battles. May not be the best racing in the world, but it's definitely some good racing for road racing. We've seen before at road courses like Watkins Glen or whatever, it does stay single file and there's normally no passes whatsoever through the field, or they crash every lap. But it's definitely some good road racing. They're not crashing and they're racing pretty competitively. Almost contact there. Luigi drove it on Spurley to get a position. That could have ended both their races. Great job there for them not to crash. Up here, Burrow now under attack from Stephen Baker in the 23 car. Baker. Right here, a little bit, that's the corner right there we talked about. You have to make it work. Right there, he made it work and he cleared easily. Baker is up to 3rd in the 23 car. He gets by Marshall Burrow. Now he really has to slide up here because that 4 is getting the draft from the 00 and can get right back to his outside. 23 does slide up. 3 laps completed. 3 laps down. It's Max Harrison leading William Seaman. Harrison has a pretty good gap over that 00. You can see back there how far back that 00 is of Seaman, but that 99 makes a small mistake anywhere. Could allow for Seaman and some of the others to close in. Baker is 3rd. 6 cars pull away. Now Burrow misses up again right here. Up the track he goes. And Matt Hamill digging hard, trying to get to him. Here from the bridge. 3 car battle for 4th. It's led by Burrow. Hamill's right behind, and Miller, second in points, going to try and close it on points there. Danny Lloyd. Lloyd started towards the back of the field. He's not made up really any ground. He's battling for 40th with Colton Yo and trying to keep it out of the last position. So just shows how starting at the back here at these road courses, normally not good. And we see that right there. Look at Hamill on the charge, trying to get by Burrow. He has a run. Can he get clear? Oh, he couldn't stay clear, but I think he has a good shot right here to get clear on the top side. That's how he made it work on the first lap, but Burrow keeping it tough there. Hamill trying to get by. There, through the trees, you can see them. Still side by side. Burrow with the preferred lane down low. Hamill goes up the track, almost into the grass. Miller going to try and get to 5th right here, trying to get a top 5 spot. And this could be a day where that 52 gets to the points lead if he does it right. Couldn't grab 5th there, but he stabilizes in 6th. Jay Jefferson 7th, closing in that battle. Then Kanto's 8th. Bullen is 9th. Bowers is 10th. Luke Rainey's 11th. They have Palampan, Yepez, Wong. And there's a side-by-side battle here. Lee, Knight, Luigi, and McDowell are getting close here. Here comes Rise Spirit 2 back into the battle. The 9 really got loose. It slowed up the 42 of Luigi, and they're going to lose some position right here. Rise Spirit 2 driving hard. Look at Luigi driving hard back, though, trying to keep that position from the 78. Great battles here just outside of the top 15. Look back up to the race lead. Jay Jefferson has just moved around to Andrew Miller for 6, or at least he's still trying to. Looks like he is clear up. Jay Jefferson to 6th. Around Andrew Miller. Up ahead, no real battles. Anderson still has that pretty big lead over William Seaman. Baker is not really near anyone. Burrow's just trying to run away from Hamill. And back here, Jefferson and Miller are still in the battle. Miller got a good run right here into the corner, but couldn't keep it down there. He had to let off. Halfway, 4 laps to go. Max Anderson has led every lap so far. He's going to at least tie for the most laps left. Now he's going to get it. You can see the beautiful camera angles here at Road America. Such a great racetrack and a great place in the United States up in Wisconsin, Elkhart Lake. But, man, it's not short on racing action for sure. It could get strung out at some parts inside the top 10, but we've been seeing passing after passing each lap right here for 9th. Bolin has it. Bauer wants it. Just so great to see some of the great battles here in the road courses that we normally don't see. We'll be going to Mid-Ohio for the first time in these series a little bit later on, but right now, Road America doing some wonders with their racing. Pound Pod trying to get by Luke Rain right there, really overdrove the corner and got up into the dirt. Bolin's going to keep 9th from Bowers, who's just trying to keep it on the racetrack at this point. Meanwhile, nothing's really changed inside the top 5. It's still Anderson leading Seaman, and Seaman's still trying to run him down. He has closed the gap in again. Let's see if that final corner, you can really make up a ton of time and get a big run down the straightaway. That's what Seaman really has to do here. He has to kind of hope that the 99 messes up that corner. He has to hope that he can get around that corner fairly well. We'll see how Anderson gets through the corner. Could have been better. Seaman was just about the same. He may have closed in a little bit. We're coming to 3 laps to go, so Seaman still has time. We'll get back there for 4th. Hamill and Burrow. Burrow up the hill getting the draft from Stephen Baker. But can the 8 stay down there? I don't think he's going to be able to. I think he's a little bit too far back, but we'll see if he drives into the corner. He gets back up in line in 5th. That was for 4th. A little bit higher lane right there, maybe trying to get out of the dirty air, seeing what he could do. So it's really a front 5 breakaway. Then 6th, 7th, and 8th are kind of close. 9th and 10th have kind of separated themselves, but 11th and 12th, Luke Green, Lawrence Pound Pounder battle. And as we see right here, 13th on back to Code Luigi, who is 17th, are really this big battle that we've been seeing for most of the race. Knight really messed up the corner. Here comes Code Luigi. He'll grab 16th. And that's the one corner really a lot of people mess up, but Knight really messed that corner up. The 4-2 got right around him. Here comes his teammate, the 7 of Nichols, looking to get by that 9. I don't think he's going to be able to, though. I think the 9 really back up to speed. The 7 may have had to slow up a little bit, but look at Nichols. He's looking. I don't think he's going to be able to, though. Right to his back bumper, though. That's 2 Junior Motorsports cars. I believe they lead that Junior Motorsports brigade. Knight looking back on Code Luigi here. The run. 4-2 cuts him off. Up here, Greg Lee and Jonathan Wong in about for 13th. Lee's trying to keep his momentum that he's had going. You can definitely do that with a decent result. Top 15 here at Road America. Still side by side. Wong up the track. Keeps it beside that 6. Here comes Lee's teammate McDowell to try and help, but looks like he goes with the 48. And Lee might lose the position to his teammate Adam McDowell. That's for the 14th position. Adam McDowell might take it here from Greg Lee, but we'll see. This corner can really change things. Lee's on the outside lane. That's preferred through this section. It's like McDowell to check up. Look at Code Luigi driving low. I don't think he's going to be able to keep beside that 16. We'll see, though. Here comes the 9 of Justin Knight. He could have a factor into who gets this position right here. Code Luigi and McDowell side by side for a top 15. Meanwhile, back up at the front, it's still the 9-9 Max Anderson. But Seaman is there. He's closed in with 2 laps to go. But once again, we had that one corner where everyone messed up. Seaman looking low. He had a run. He maybe wanted to fake that 9-9 out right there. Maybe have Anderson think that he was going to look low and have that 9-9 maybe force into a mistake right there. Once again, the 00 messed that corner up, and that could be all she wrote. He had to have been close to him. But it looks like the closer you get to a car, the worse you do in that corner. I think it may all be over for anyone behind Max Anderson. Your pulse here may just taking this one right here. Not giving it to him quite yet, though. Looks like Baker looking for second on the 0-0 Seaman. Might bump him off into the corner. 0-0 definitely stayed closer than he did the last time he made that mistake, but he has to really close it. He has to really hope that 99 messes up that final corner like he did. Look back at that battle with Code Luigi and now McDowell. McDowell keeps it. So he just got by. Luigi had it at the stripe, actually, but McDowell keeps it. Moves that 16 back up inside the top 15. Back here for 11th. Luke Rainey has it. Palmpon wants it. Battles here late in the SpeedCo 200. Rainey keeps it. Hard to make a pass, but definitely try. No battles inside the top 10. Everyone pretty orderly. Led by this guy, Max Anderson. He's led ever since lap 1. And he's coming to the white flag this time with a pretty decent sized lead. Maybe about 10 car lengths. Back to the 0-0 of William Seaman. He just has to, he can really run at 3/4 until that 0-0 starts closing out a lot. Then he can maybe pick up a little bit, but right now he's not. If I'm the 99 Max Anderson, once I get to that white flag, I'm not pushing it at all. I'm backing it down, make sure I get those corners properly. Well, here it is. This would be the one shot for Seaman to close in. It looks like that 99 got through the corner pretty well. The white flag is up. Last lap here at Road America, the SpeedCo 200. Anderson has led every lap so far. He's trying to lead the last one. White flag for Max Anderson. One last lap here in the SpeedCo 200. It looks like we're going to end it with all 42 cars on the racetrack. It's been a dominating day for Max Anderson. He has to end it out, though. He has to make it around 4 miles. A long lap. 2 minutes for Max Anderson. Seaman looking. He's thinking back to those mistakes he's made in these corners. Wondering if he could get that back, if he could be right on that 99, maybe even buy him. Once again, we go back to that big pack that we were seeing with like Wong and all that. Look at this battle. Wong's Cup to the battle for 11th, which is Luke Rainey Palmpon. And now it's a 3-car battle with Wong into it. Lee, McDowell, Luigi separated themselves as Nicholas gets by Knight, who falls back to 19th. That 9 car has not been really all that well. Wong still trying to get by Rainey, as I think Lawrence Palmpon might have that 11th position. The 22 starting to fade backwards here. High side for the 48. The 22 down low. 48 with a great run off the corner. Here comes some more cars that might join this battle for 12th. Wong still trying to get by Rainey. 22 is still for third lane right here. We'll see if he can get it done. Jonathan Wong, is he clear? I think he is for 12th. Move the 48 up to 12th. Meanwhile, Seaman has one last shot. If that 99 messes up the final corner, the 0-0 is closed. Can he get around on this final lap into the final few corners for Max Anderson? Seaman trying to get back to victory lane for the second time this season. He definitely lost some there through that corner, though. It'll be one final shot through this final corner. Can Max Anderson get through? Can Seaman close? Final corner for Max Anderson. He does go wide. Seaman taking it on the bottom to the checkered flag. Will it be Max Anderson? Will it be William Seaman? Up the hill they come. Max Anderson has enough. He holds off Seaman. Leads every lap to win the SpeedCo 200, but Seaman was there at the end. Great finish here at Road America. Second in points, Miller comes across inside the top 10. And Lloyd's pretty far back. Here's the battle for 11th. There's the top 10. And where's 11th? It'll be Lawrence Palmpon, Jonathan Wong. Luke Rainey falls 2 spots there at the end. And here comes Spurley Tube and Knight side by side. I think the 78 may have edged there. Cars come up the hill. Here comes the 90. Landlines with the run. He couldn't get there. Look at these side-by-side battles. There's Lloyd coming across at the back of the field. Hanley and Galloway rounded out as well. Great day for Max Anderson. He leads all 8 laps from the pole to win the SpeedCo 200. But Seaman gave it his all. Let's now go check the finishing results. Here are the finish results from the SpeedCo 200 at Road America. There were no caution flags. Only one driver led this race. That was the 99 Max Anderson, leading all 8 laps from the pole. William Seaman ends up second, though. Great day for him, and it closes him in on the points. He doesn't have it, but he's only about 6 points back. Steph Baker ends up third. Matt Hamill in fourth, and Marshall Burrow rounds out the top 5. Then you can see there in 6th, it's Jay Jefferson. Andrew Miller in 7th. He takes the points after being second in points coming into the day. Michael Canto in 8th, William Bull in 9th, and Carson Bowers rounds out the top 10. There's your top 20 with all the games that those drivers are playing from 11th on back to about 16th. You can see the gap there. 8 seconds back. The leader was the 33, and then 15 seconds back to the leader, and 7 seconds back at 10th was Lawrence Pound in 11th. Just shows how spread out the field did get, but there were still battles within the respective packs that they had. Danny Lloyd, your points leader coming into the race, finishes 30th. He does fall to third in points, but he's still not that far behind. I believe he's only about 15 points back. Now let's go look at the point standings. So here are the points, and it's gotten pretty close. 7 drivers within 100 points, and 3 within 15 points. Andrew Miller with the points lead. Consistency paying off for that 52 team, but William Seaman has come alive as of the last few races. He's up to second in points, and he's only 6 points back of the leader. Danny Lloyd falls from first to third, but he's only 13 points back of that 52. Greg Lee's up to fourth. He's only 43 back, and Lawrence Pound is only 59 back in fifth. They have Luke Rainey in 6th, Sebastian Cookla in 7th, Landon Lyons in 8th, Jonathan Beeford in 9th, and Gustavo Rocha with that final chase spot in 10th. There's your top 20. Adam McDowell, 2 wins. Right now would have one of your wild cards along with Alex Stewart, who's also 12th in points. Another winner inside the top 20. Matt Hamill is 20th. He needs to get up there. But if McDowell were to get inside the top 10, and along with the 0-1 were to stay in there, the 8th would be one of the wild cards. So a lot of these drivers with wins, they want the 16 to get up into the chase so that they can use their 1 win instead of McDowell's 2 wins overriding their 1. Down here, Max Anderson with that win now up to 25th in the points. Jake Galloway 31st. Nichols is 37th. Down at the rest. So the next race would go from road racing to Charlotte for the Pepsi 300. It's been wild in the past, and it's sure to be no different here today. I'll see you guys then.